Hey friends, this is Jake again, and thanks for coming and checking out another one of my videos in how to make a friend. And if you haven't checked out my other videos already, in my playlist for this friendship series, I'll put a link up here and in the description down below. And in today's tip, and it's one of my favorite ones, is compliment strangers. It's not every day that we receive or give a compliment, especially when we're trying to develop friendships and we might be more isolated than others. Giving a compliment or receiving it can really do something to both parties. Think about a time when you received a compliment, just a genuine one that was very difficult to comprehend. One that comes to my mind is years ago, I used to have pretty long hair, or as in California they would say you have surfer hair. And one of the big reasons why I did have that long hair is because I was actually self-conscious about the size of my forehead. And then one day when I was walking out of my college class, I was talking to one of my classmates who I was still just trying to get to know, and we were talking about discomfort. Subject of haircuts came up, and I had been vulnerable in that moment and shared I have this long hair because one, I liked it at the time, but two, I felt like it was camouflaging me or covering me up in a place, my forehead, that I just didn't like. And I remember in that moment a couple of these basically strangers who I was talking to had shared with me, I'm sure your forehead is not as bad as you think. And I'm thinking, you're wrong, it's pretty bad. In that moment, I remember pulling up my hair and feeling scared and just wanting to show them how bad it really is. And I remember one person saying, "What's the problem? Your forehead looks normal." And to me, that was a compliment because it was complimenting my face, my hair, my features. And it was in that moment I realized maybe it's not as bad as I think. And it was also in that moment where I was able to feel what a genuine compliment was. Now I have this hair and I like it now a lot better. So you never really know what a compliment or a conversation like this can do. Getting that compliment from a stranger really did a number on me. And so I'd wonder, if you were to give a compliment to a stranger, what that would do for them, what that would do for you, what that would do to develop a friendship out of the blue due to you complimenting a stranger. And you want to keep it in mind that you don't just want to compliment everybody, every walking person in front of you. The idea is to think of an authentic compliment that you can give someone. Here are some other examples that will help you understand this concept a bit better. So one, I think about places I usually go to, the grocery store. Next, after I shop for my groceries, if I already don't meet someone like a customer or an employee, then usually I'll interact mostly with the cashier. First thing I do is I look at their name tag. Next thing, I notice something unique about them, such as a particular set of earrings they're wearing, a watch, their glasses, how quickly they are handling all my groceries, their interactions with me, if they said a joke, or maybe something that happened that week that everyone might be familiar with, like Super Bowl, or it was a full moon last night, or there was a meteor shower. Then I say their name, and then I give the genuine compliment. And here's the good news. I still go to these grocery stores, I still run into that person, and they remember our conversations. That's pretty cool. Next time when you're out and about, think about what you can say to someone. Remember what the goal is. You're trying to develop friendships. And it may not be at a grocery store. These are just the examples I'm throwing at you. There's millions of other ones to choose from out there. You never really know the friendships that you can create just from a single compliment that you give, that you put out there in the world and that you give to someone. And it's authentic, it's genuine, and it means something, because you want to connect and it does something to other people. This doesn't have to stop in person. We're in COVID right now. You can do this online as well. There are people that post things all over the place, so depending if you're connected on a social media platform like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, those are the places to practice giving compliments to strangers, or even people that you've familiarized yourself with but you need to reintroduce yourself. You never really know where it's going to lead, and that's the purpose of this. Trying things out, changing your mindset, putting out new behaviors out there and seeing what the result will be. And it more than likely will be different than what you're doing right now. Because when you add a new behavior, such as handing out compliments in a way that's genuine and authentic, you're bound to make a friend along the way. At least more so than doing absolutely nothing. So that's today's tip. I really appreciate you sticking around to watch this full video, and I really hope you take good care of yourself at this time. Giving compliments to strangers could be a new beginning to develop friendships. I really hope it was helpful for you, and remember, take care.